Hey there, I hope you're enthusiastic about life. I'm going to introduce you 4 simple but very effective steps to achieving whatever you want. It could be goals, a new project that you recently embarked on, anything. So let's get into it. It's a framework that I like to call the CURE framework. I call it CURE because it's an acronym of 4 words: clarity, urgency, reason, and effect. The first one, as I said, is clarity. Clarity means that you have to define exactly what it is, so you're not distracted with other things. Like, I want to learn French. I want to start a blog, whatever. Have in mind that the degree of clarity is based on the amount of time that it is dedicated to it. So if it's a long-term goal, you can't make it like too much clear because it's long-term. It's like 5-10 years. Many things change in your life, your taste, your desire, your goals, everything changes, right? So then it's only a vision. A vision is enough. You don't have to determine exactly what you want it to be. Now, in order to be as explicit as possible, you have to know yourself. This is where self-awareness comes in. You have to know exactly what your abilities are, what your aspirations are, what kind of resources that you have available that you could use in the process of achieving that goal. You have to be aware of all of that so you can dedicate and allocate them the most efficient possible way in the further steps. This quote has helped me tremendously in this case. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. Now, let's get into the second part, urgency. So we had C and then U. Urgency is fear. Basically, that's it. Fearing not achieving that goal, not being successful in that, not taking action. I want to use an analogy of a lion that is chasing you. How fast would you run if a lion is chasing you in comparison to when you're running towards something that you desire? You'll run faster when a lion is chasing you because you fear death. Exactly. Now, you have to use that trigger of fear every day by reflecting upon the consequences of you not taking action, or you could also use the desire to achieve that thing, both of them together, so you feel that sense of urgency that pushes you to take action all the time. Moving on to the third step, the R, reason. You need to use the why power in your favor. Have you seen like children asking, you tell them, no, you can't do this is not possible, and then they ask, why? They constantly ask you that question, and then you have to give them something reasonable and logical, unless they wouldn't accept. Now, part of you still feels the same way. They need a why to take action, especially if it's consistent action. You can feel motivated one day, another day, the other day, but if you want to take action with persistence, you need to have a why. You have to have your why written somewhere so you see it every day, so it's easy to take action consistently every day without the need to use your self-discipline, because it's a finite resource. You want to save it for other important things that you don't have strong why for yet, but you know that you still need to do them. Now, based on the project, it could be like mandatory that you have to do it, like you've been delegated the task by your boss, by your parents. You just have to do it. You don't have a why of yourself, it's not self-driven. Or it could be self-driven, that you know you want to do this for your own improvement and success, to achieve your goals. That's a very strong why, but otherwise, you have to do it, right? It's either mandatory or you want to do it for your success, and you have a strong why for both of them. Don't half-ass it. Honor yourself and your God by being excellent. And finally, the last step. Now that you've been taking action for a few days, weeks, and months, you cannot continue with the why power alone. You need to see that it has some impact, like you're having progress actually, that the thing that you're doing is working, it's effective. That's why we call it effect, the E, CURE. So you have to track the progress to make sure you're improving and moving forward every day. That way you keep yourself motivated, you know that you're improving, and so. And you need to reflect upon your journey of this project in the past week, past month, quarterly, whatever, to see movements that you can make to like readjust and improve the process, make it more efficient. You have to be able to do that every once in a while because you learn along the way, so you can reduce the mistakes and maximize the things that enhance your performance. Thanks for sticking to the end of the video. Comment below any questions or new projects that you've been starting and you have had any difficulties you want to share with others, and if you found anything helpful, please mention it so I could create more content of this kind, or if you could give any kind of feedback, it would really help the channel. See you later.